You may remember my post where I talked about my experience going to the US Open for the first time last year. Or perhaps you saw our YouTube video documenting our day there. So when I realized that the 2025 US Open Fan Week was approaching, and that I not only had free time but would also already be in Queens, I thought, why not make it an annual experience? So I texted Julian to set a day, thought I had to change the day, then found out that I didn't and could stick with the original plan. What a roller coaster. We met at court 16 on Tuesday morning, after I had trouble actually finding the court and ended up, at first, up in the bleachers instead of down by the umpire's chair where Julian was. Wu Yibing was facing off with Juan Pablo Ficovich. Wu took the match in 2 sets, both with a score of 6-3, interestingly, and then it was off to the food court for a pricey meal. Seriously, even including meals at Yankee Stadium, I don't think I've ever spent as much on a single meal as I have at the Open. But I can't say the food isn't good. Worth the cost? Probably not, but at least it's only once a year. After lunch, it was time to head over to Court 12, where Michael Jeng beat Yasutaka Uchiyama 6-2, 6-3 in a hard-fought battle. I wasn't in a great spot to take photos of both sides of the court, so most of them are on the side to my left. Thankfully, since the players frequently switch sides during a match, I was able to get some shots of both of them. I'd feel awfully rude if I didn't give them both some time. After the match, we took a walk around the grounds and made a stop at the photo op with this year's theme art, celebrating 75 years of breaking barriers, corresponding to when Althea Gibson played in the 1950 US National Championships. Then we headed over to court 15 for one last match before calling it a day. Carol Zhao took the win, going 7-6 and 6-2 over Maria Lourdes Carlet. It was an intense match and a relatively loud one. Carlet let out a yell with every swing and after every point she won. I can't help but feel that there's something special about going to the US Open in a way that's different from baseball and soccer, and probably other sports, but those are the only other 2 I've seen in person. While the latter 2 have a lot of spectacle involved, video boards, fan interactions, chants, the wave, tennis is a fairly calm event. There are some cheers between points, gasps at impressive shots, applause when appropriate, but overall it's much more focused on the sport than anything else. It also somehow feels much less entrenched in capitalism than other sports. I see the irony in that statement, of course, given the expensive food and the even more expensive merchandise. I mean, $40 for a baseball cap? Come on, guys. But take a look at a baseball stadium. It's utterly plastered with ads on basically every surface they can put one. Every pitching change is sponsored by a cell phone service provider. Yankee Stadium plays the P.C. Richards whistle after a strikeout. At the Open, very minimalist advertising on the courts, amounting to a few brand names on the walls. No logos or graphics, just the names. Nothing during the match is sponsored by any companies. This ace serve brought to you by Wilson. Like in baseball. There are some sponsorships, of course. From what I understand, Evian Water was a sponsor for the tournament, and I'm sure many players, especially the more famous ones, have brand deals with racket or clothing manufacturers. But regardless, it's not the kind of loud, boisterous advertising I'm used to at other sporting events, or even concerts and live events in general. It's one of the few, if not only, events you can go to that doesn't feel like it's trying to get you to buy something the entire time you're there. I think this all just goes to show that you don't need all those flashy bells and whistles to keep people entertained. There's no need to hype up the crowd and get them screaming, or to put video footage of fans on the big screen. No games where you follow a ball under a cap, or guess which train will reach the station first. The US Open lets the sport speak for itself. And in a world full of distraction, I think that experience is worth having, even if for only a day or a week out of the year.